Hello, very nice. I made some worksheets for you on the calculations. Okay, remember the first one we said is when you have one of the rand values, either the cost price, the selling price, or the profit. Okay, either one of the three, and then you've got the profit percentage. Okay, then you can use this formula. You'll have the rand value that you have times the 1% at the top, the half percentage at the bottom, and that will give you a value. Okay, now the reason why I'm just giving you one formula is you will see there's actually 6 different scenarios that is possible, because sometimes I can give you the cost price and you need to work out the profit. Sometimes I give you the cost price and you need to work out the selling price, etc. So there's 6 different versions, and I only want to give you one formula or one way to do it. Okay, so this is the first one I've given you. I've also created a couple of worksheets that you can practice on your own with, and we'll also give you the answers for them then. Alright, so in this case, the first example, I have the cost price of 5,000 Rand. The profit percentage is 25%. Okay, so the first thing you do is draw your percentage block, or whatever you want to call it. So cost price, remember the cost price always equal to 100. Always equal to 100. There will never be a case that the cost price is not 100%. Just remember that cost price is 100, then you can work it out. If you've got the percentage, you can add it to the profit to get to the selling price percentage. So this block is the one that you're doing all the time. I use the same example all right through, so it will all be 125, 25, 100, etc. Now for the first example, you got the cost price, okay? So I take the cost price, I put it over 1. Okay, so this is the cost price. Okay, so then the rand value that I have, so the half percentage at the bottom. So what do I have? The half is the cost price, so I must, below the half percentage, I must put the cost price percentage, and that therefore I put 100 at the bottom. I want to work out the selling price. So what's the selling price? The want. So the selling price percentage, the want, must be at the top, and that's why 125 is there. So that was the first one. Okay, so whatever I want is at the top, whatever I have, these two correlates, the cost price there and the cost price there. Then I've got the example 2, your selling price. I have the selling price, so it's 6,250 over 1. That is the selling price, so I must put the selling price percentage below, because that is the half percentage. I have the selling price, so 125 at the bottom. What do I want to calculate? I want to work out the cost price, so cost price percentage at the top, and then you'll get the 5,000 Rand. Example 3, I have the profit. The profit is 1,250. 1,250 over 1. So that is the profit. So that's what I have. So the half percentage is the 25. So I put the profit percentage at the bottom. What do I want to calculate? I want to calculate the cost price. So that's the cost price percentage at the top. So you don't have to, you only use the one formula all the way straight through, okay, which is the half over 1 times the 1% over the half percentage. Then the following one, same formula again, nothing changed, but I have the cost price, which is 5,000 Rand. Profit percentage again the same. I do my block. The 5,000 is what I have. What is the 5,000? It's the cost price. So cost price there, so I must have the cost price percentage at the bottom. What I want to calculate, the profit, so I must put the profit percentage at the top, and I get the answer there. Second last example of this worksheet. I have the selling price 6250 over 1. This is the selling price, so I must put the selling price percentage at the bottom. What I want to calculate, I want to calculate the profit. So the profit is 25, so I put the 25 profit that I want to calculate at the top. Last one for this example is I have the profit 1250 over 1. That is the profit. So I put the profit percentage at the bottom. I want to calculate the selling price. Selling price percentage 125. So I put the selling price percentage at the top. Can you see it works the same way all the way through for all of them? You just use the one formula, the one way of doing it, and then you can work from any one of the three variables to any one of the other three variables. Okay, so that was example number 1, when you have one of the rand values and you have the profit percentage.